The open window after H. Monroe. "My aunt will come down in a few minutes, Mr. Nuttall," said a girl of 15, showing him into the sitting room. Mr. Nuttall was a young painter who had recently had a nervous breakdown. The doctors had told him that he should go away for a holiday. They warned him, however, against crowded resorts and recommended a complete rest in a quiet country place. So here he was, in a little village, with letters of introduction from his sister to some of the people she knew. "Some of the people there are quite nice," his sister had said to him. "I advise you to call on Mrs. Sappleton as soon as you arrive. I owe the wonderful holiday I had to her." "Do you know many of the people round here?" asked the girl when they were sitting comfortably on the sofa. "No, I'm afraid don't," answered Mr. Nuttall. "I've never been here before. My sister stayed here 4 years ago, you know, and she gave me letters of introduction to some of the people here." "Then you know nothing about my aunt, do you?" asked the girl. "Only her name and address," said the visitor. "Her great tragedy happened just 3 years ago," said the child. "Her tragedy?" asked Mr. Nuttall. "You may wonder why we keep that window wide open on an October afternoon," went on the girl, pointing to a large French window. "It's quite warm for this time of year," said Mr. Nuttall. "But has that window anything to do with the tragedy? Exactly 3 years ago, my aunt's husband and her 2 young brothers walked out through that window. They went shooting and never came back. When they were crossing the river, their boat probably turned over and they were all drowned. Their bodies were never found. That was the most horrible part of the tragedy." Here, the girl stopped. There were tears in her eyes, and she drew a handkerchief out of her pocket. 3 years have passed, but my poor aunt still thinks that they will come back someday. They and the little brown dog that was drowned with them, and walk in through that window just as they always did. That is why the window is kept open every evening till it's quite dark. Poor dear aunt. She can't understand that they've left forever. She's growing worse day by day, so let me give you some advice.